It is the dawn of a new day in England, a new era of peace. The country stands unified, free from the rebellion of years past, while military triumphs abroad have made England a power unrivaled among the nations of the world. Towns flourish in this time of growth and prosperity, becoming influential centers of trade, and the people grow strong under a firm but gentle yoke. And in this magical realm, not one slave's mind harbors rebellion, not one peasant's dreams bend murderous, and the lips of every lord affirm as king the man who thieved the crown. You would have us believe this rot, John Lackland?
Come, John. Surely you must have known we would require proof of Richard's death before we'd give consent to have you crowned king.
I'd sooner crown a cockerel than this liar! King Richard languishes in a foreign cell, awaiting ransom still. All England knows his brother John's intent is not to free him.
What proof is there that Richard lives? We have John's word that he does not.
And even if Richard were alive, who among us would have his return? Longsword? Richard's fate is of no consequence. The fate of England, however, is. And while I live, this clumsy child will not be seated upon England's throne!
Who then, Wulfric the Wild? You?
Better I than you, Mark de Rampain.
Has it come to this, then?
Guards, these men are traitors. We would they were executed immediately.
But wait. What is the meaning of this? No!
A new day in England, indeed.
Excellent! Quite a haul. And then
the scoundrels' men moved in on my wagons, making off with the remainder of my earnings. They led me to their encampment, mocking me the while, and then they tied me to a chair until nightfall, when all was served with a dinner I paid a week's, month's profit for.
I trust the meal was filling.
This is the second time I've been waylaid by Robin Hood in as many months. Will you do nothing? Have I been misinformed? Are you or are you not the Sheriff of Nottingham?
Robin Hood has been a thorn in my side for quite some time. Believe me, if it were that easy to have him brought to justice, I would have.
Bah! A month ago you said the same. Oh, if King Richard weren't
King
absent
John,
from the throne...
merchant, and well you would be to remember it.
Well, then, I'll bring my grievances to him. If that's what you suggest, you'll find I have many friends of influence, Sheriff. If you're unable to handle your responsibilities, I'm sure King John would like to hear of it.
Come not between myself and the king, for it is to him I answer, and to him alone, and not some petty money-loving merchant and his nasty little friends.
I didn't mean to...
If you wish Robin Hood captured, then I recommend that you arm yourself with a stout cudgel and seek to brain him yourself. For with the entire country at war, King John will not spare the men necessary to cleanse Sherwood of villainy.
I see. Well, if it's men you need. As I've said, I've friends of influence. Just say the word and I'll have an army at your doorstep by lunchtime.
Never have I entered Sherwood with such a force. Yes, very well. With an army we will march upon the outlaw encampment, and with a show of arms we will have our satisfaction. You are indeed more useful than first I supposed, merchant.
Likewise, Sheriff. Likewise.
Let's see what England has to offer. This better be worth it.
Uncle.
Will Scarlet, what brings you here? I thought you were off prowling for dinner guests to fill our table. And our coffers.
I was until I came upon one of your men.
Not entirely surprising, is it? We do live here.
The Sheriff of Nottingham marches on Sherwood in force.
His advance is sooner than I had expected. Little John?
Gathers as many men as he can find. He sent scouts are looking for you.
When have they ever found me?
I will make your position known to them. You shall have your men shortly.
Unless John dawdles. What now? Whose purse should we lighten this time? Excellent. Quite a haul.
Pardon me, sir, but could you direct me to the nearest constable? My friends and I are quite drunk, and we look for a fight.
Follow the arrows. How many men does the sheriff field, John?
An army marches with him. More men than I've ever seen him marshal.
Where did he find them all? Not in Prince John's backyard.
Aye, for we have intercepted every letter the troublesome sheriff has sent to the prince. Not one of his requests for troops and armaments has passed through Sherwood without our pens upon it.
From elsewhere, then, comes this army. I suppose we'll have to have them all for dinner. Anything less would be bloody inhospitable. How many of our men do you bring, John?
Enough.
They are ready?
They will do whatever you require of them.
Then let us begin. For I've thought of a new way to humble the sheriff when this is over.